In terms of the Prime Minister's involvement, now it's important to look back at the history of 1MDB. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I'm not going to bore you, but detail is important so that you get the context. When 1MDB was, the origin of 1MDB was the Terengganu Investment Authority, TIA. At that time, it was a sovereign wealth fund. Yeah, so that sovereign wealth fund was between the state of Terengganu on the one hand and the federal government. So of course, when the state of Terengganu is involved, there were a number of parties under this clause 117, and this is, so I will answer your point. Under this clause 117, you had state government representatives, the Sultan, the MB, and then of course the federal government representative, which was the Prime Minister. The main reason for the federal government representative is that the federal government guaranteed 5 billion ringgit of sukuk, which are Sharia compliant bonds, issued by TIA. So at that time it was still state government, right? So in order for the federal government to protect its interests under the sukuk, 5 billion ringgit sukuk that the federal government had guaranteed, there was a need for the federal government to be involved in decision making that would impact. So if you read the second part of 117, it's actually decisions impacting the federal government guarantee. I think this is an important factor to highlight. So that's the rationale of why it was there. Now, of course, when TIA, the shares in TIA were sold to federal government, and the federal government took over 100% and changed the name from TIA to 1MDB, it moved from a sovereign fund to a strategic development company. So that was number one. Number two, the shareholding changed from state of Terengganu to federal government. And number three, there was a name change from TIA to 1MDB. So it's important to understand these fundamental changes, but of course, federal government continued to guarantee the sukuk. Therefore, there was a need for that article to continue being in place. Okay, I hope that's clear.